Hey everyone, Mr. Johnson here. Welcome to week 13. Calm 14, online quarantine. I think there's some way I could put those words together to make a hashtag, right? Wow, this is the third week of the journey that we did not expect. And I just wanted to start this video off by just saying how proud I am of you all with your asynchronous speeches. Those are now graded. You can see my comments and the rubrics I've attached to each of you on Blackboard. My goodness, well done. You guys really made my week. Watching you in your homes and your dorms or wherever you were, and the ways that you were so creative in putting together these videos, it really just blew my mind away. If any of you had been able to walk past my apartment at 1 a.m. in the morning when I was doing these, all you would have heard is just laughter and just bursts of joy. There's just moments you had me rolling with laughter. It was so great. Our classes did really well. I think most of us were in the high A or B ranges, so really good job. I'm very proud of each of you. This week was actually, there's a lot of highlights for me. To let you know a couple of them, I now have a new baby cousin. It just kind of came out of nowhere. My uncle and aunt have been expecting for some time, and now I have a 6-pound, 8-ounce little cousin, baby girl named Elizabeth Rose Johnson, and that was probably one of the highlights of my week. I can't see her because she's in California, which is sad, but I hope to go back sometime this year to see her. And yeah, that was one of my highlights. I also figured out how I can use Zoom with friends of mine, and we can watch videos together. Apparently, if one person shares their screen and you pick a right time of the day, Zoom is actually really reliable. So that was kind of fun. I watched some more Avatar: Last Airbender, which was really cool. So this week was good. It was also really hard, and I wanted to echo a few things that some of you actually emailed me about this week. Some of you are feeling very lonely during this time, and some of you are just starting to really feel the isolation at this point in the semester. And I want to let you know that it hit me hard this week, or last week. It hit me on Friday, actually. I just kind of had this realization. I was just like, wow, this is going to be the case for a while. This doesn't look like it's going to come to a close, at least for some time. Maybe a little bit longer than I thought. Not that I think I was naive to it, but I think my heart kind of finally caught up with me. And many of you are probably experiencing that right now. And I just wanted to acknowledge that and kind of grieve with you in that, because this is not what any of us signed up for. And we're human beings. We're not meant to be in isolation for this long, for such a time, from other people. And if any of you are feeling that, this is not normal, and what you are feeling is normal. You should not feel like you can't be with people, and to feel that loss is a normal reaction, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. My best encouragement to each of you is to take heart, to not give up, persevere, keep finding and listening to those better voices. There are better voices in this world, and it takes seeking, it takes some intentionality, it takes some hard work. But I promise you, if you make the effort to really seek, you will find those things that are better. Again, the world just seems like it's a lot of gloom and doom right now, but I promise you it's not going to be that way forever. Every hardship always has a light at the end of the tunnel. Every hardship. There's not a hardship in this world that does not have a light at the end of the tunnel. And we will make it through all of this. So continue to be encouraged. Know that I'm here. I also just wanted to reaffirm that the virtual office hours option is still open. I don't necessarily have a time on the rubric or on the syllabus like I used to, where I would be in my office and you could come to my office hours. But if you still want to meet in person, talk about an assignment, or you're just like, Mr. Johnson, just for 15 minutes I want to interact with a person, just shoot me an email. We can set something up. I know that this time is really hard for you, so I want you to know I'm here. And with that being said, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what this week is going to be. It's very quick. You just have 2 lectures this week. You have one on persuasive appeals. You have one on logical fallacies. For each of those lectures, I'll talk more about these in the respective lectures I post. You will have discussion boards that you can interact with to kind of apply the concepts we're going to talk about. You're not submitting any like worksheets this week. The activities that we'll do to count for like participation, those will be discussion boards, which I think you'll enjoy. And we're trying to figure out some new ways for us to interact with each other. So you'll do those lectures, you'll do those discussion boards, and you'll know how to do those in my later videos. And then we also have the second group briefing that needs to be done this week. Many of you probably haven't even talked with your groups since we parted and now have been in virtual settings. And so I encourage you to get reestablished with your group this week. Text, email each other. In fact, I encourage you to first email each other because many of you are in different parts of the world right now. Some of you went back to like India or Thailand, or some of you just went home if you were internationals. And so I encourage you to email each other. Use something like you could use Facebook or Instagram, like whatever ways you feel like you can interact with each other. GroupMe might work. WhatsApp is a really good app. Get in contact with each other. Schedule a time that you can have a Skype meeting, a WebEx meeting, a Zoom meeting, or something to spend just at least an hour working through that sheet together. You could open it up. You could open up the group briefing document on Google Docs. Whatever you need, fill it out. Have one person submit it to me by the end of this week, Saturday, by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those are the things that are due this week. If you have any questions, again, I'm going to continue to say that because I'm going to try to over-communicate during this time. Don't hesitate to email me or let me know your situation. Again, I'm very proud of each of you. You have excelled and gone up and beyond during this difficult time, and what joy I've experienced in the ways that you have handled this situation. So that's all for now. Leave a comment down below. Let me know about a highlight of your week. I will talk to you soon.